Alright, so we are sitting here at step 5, and we are looking at the types of your subtopics here. And these subtopics, you're going to have to step in and you're going to have to research. You'll probably have to use different websites for the different subtopics. I don't think I'm going to go to the same website for every single thing I'm going to research. So you should have a couple of really good websites to use. Now, that being said, I will probably have a lesson on what is a good website. How do you trust it? How do you critically think about, deeply think about, how do I know that I can trust the information that is on this website? Okay? So we'll have a separate discussion about that when we are together. Alright, so my subtopic is types of guppies you can buy in a pet store. And unless I'm deeply knowledgeable, which I'm not necessarily knowledgeable, I want to learn more, and I want to be able to explore the topic more. So I am going to Google and I'm typing in types of guppies because I want to know, are there different types of guppies, and can I categorize those type of guppies into different like families or species, that sort of thing. So I went ahead and I did that, and I clicked on it, and I discovered that there are more than 50 different types of guppies. Alright, and as I just kind of scanned through there, they are the following species, which are groups of guppy types. So you have the common fancy guppy, the Poecilia reticula. You have the Poecilia wingi, which is the Endler guppy types, and you also have this Micropoecilia picta, which are swamp guppies. And then you could sort guppies by tail shapes. I'm probably not going to talk about them, but I think I could find 3 really good facts about common guppies, right here, Endler guppies, and the swamp type guppy. So those are the 3 facts, 3 things that I'm going to teach here. So I'm going to click in this box right here, double click, and then I'm going to get some facts down. I would like to have 3 facts about the fancy common guppy, the fancy guppies, okay? So one thing I wanted to point out on this website, even though it gives me the 3 types of guppies, the main types of guppies, it doesn't have a whole lot of information about the fancy guppy, nor does it have a whole lot of information about the Endler guppy types. So I need to go to a different website to specifically find out more about the Poecilia reticulata, the common fancy guppy. So I went ahead and I Googled here, and it says here that they're the best known and most popular aquarium fish, and no 2 look the same. So now, if I'm reading through this whole entire article here about the fancy guppies, I can see that every sentence in here is a fact. Every single sentence, every single word in here is a fact. And I can pick any of these facts. I need at least 3 to 4 facts back in my box here to be able to say, hey, I've done a good job about my guppies. So my first box is gonna be about fancy guppies. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about fancy guppies. And again, please do not copy word for word what you find on a website. That's stealing. You can copy it if you put quotes around it and tell me, according to animalworld.com, say if I wanted to copy this, I could, but I have to give animalworld.com credit for it. Right here, I can say, Control C, fancy, and I can type that in, according So I'll type in here, according to, so I'm typing in according to, and then www.animalworld.com, and then I'm going to put quote, And the quotes mean that I've copied something, quote, end quote. Fancy guppies are the best known and most popular aquarium fish in the world, and no two look the same. And then I'm going to come back here and talk a little bit about them. Now, I don't want to copy everything that is on this page, but I do want to put it in my own words. So guppies are known as Poecilia reticula. There also has the nickname of millionfish. And people experienced fish keepers and beginning fish keepers really like these kind of fish because they're really very hard. They can really they're hardy. Means they're tough to kill. Okay, so any of these here will be a good fact. You just have to know how to put it in your own words. Please don't copy. You can copy one fact maybe, but don't copy a whole bunch. So I'm talking about just the fancy guppies here, okay? And if you look over back on this page here, it says that the common guppy is hardy. That means it's tough to kill, and it's very adaptable. It means it can live in many different places. It's easy to breed, to have little baby guppies, and you can raise those very easily. They're known as the rainbow fish or the millionfish. Okay, so I think we need to put a few facts like that in there. The guppy also has a name known as the millionfish. That over here is a million fish. Now you notice I can type in this box up here, which sometimes is easier. If you accidentally click outside that box, you will have to double click back inside that box. So you'll have to click to get back in there, and when you see your cursor flash in there, that means you can type some more. Okay? All kinds of guppy fish are easy to breed, that means having baby fish known as fly. The common guppy comes in many colors. Okay, so you want some really good facts. Okay, there are a few facts here. And now I'm not going to write a ton of facts, but I do want to have some facts about the common fancy guppy. Okay, so this next box I'm going to be talking about. I double click inside the double click until you see your icon your little cursor flash in there. So now I'm going to look at the Endler guppy. Okay, the Endler's live bear or the Endler guppy. Okay, and it says here it's a close relative of the common. So there you can actually put two together and have baby guppies. If you want to maintain the purity, that means if you had like a blue guppy and a red guppy, if you put them together, they might have red and blue baby guppies. Some people are like really like, oh, don't do that. You have a mutt fish now, kind of like mutt puppies. If you take a poodle and then you breed it with a golden Labrador, a lab, so then you have a what do they call them, a golden doodle or something like that. Some people frown on that. Some people think it's really awesome. Other people are like, keep the poodles with the poodles and the labs with the labs, and that's the whole thing. But here it says you can crossbreed them and have other types of guppies, which would be cool. You could probably talk about that, but this is a different type. It's a close relative. So I'm going to go over to this other website and kind of scroll down here and learn about I might have to go back and try to look up the Endler guppy here. So I think I might go out and look up Endler guppies. So then I want to learn about what Endler guppies and Endler aquatic the wingae. So there's the Poecilia wingae. So we're going to say that this is the Poecilia, the end, like names, Endler live bearer guppy is closely related to the common fancy guppy. Period. They can be put in the same tank and both fish will have fry or babies. Okay, what else is known about them? They're very colorful. They're very colorful as well. These guppies are also very colorful. The Endler gives birth just like the fancy guppy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move along here and get a few more facts into here, so hold on because we're running out of time. So I'm putting in here the swamp guppies, also known as the scarlet live bearer. These ones are usually found in Central and South America. Let's see if I can get a few more facts from these guys here. Hold on. So what's interesting here is the scarlet live bearers get their name because they're red in color and orange, okay? So they are kind of different. They don't have as many different colors, okay? So I think that's kind of important. I'm going to put that in there. Flip over here. The scarlet live bearer, the fish is red and orange in color. These guppies also give birth to live baby fry. Okay, let's see what other things here. They're very peaceful and spend most of their time at or near the water surface. So these are very peaceful fish. These are very nice, kind and nice fish. These are nice and peaceful fish to have in a tank. Okay, so if you notice here, I have 3 different facts about guppies. Okay, I did take a copy of fact here, which is important because that is, I will be looking for you to give credit where credit is due. You have 3 different facts, and each of those facts should be very focused on a topic, on your subtopic, and have a few sentences to it to really beef it up here. So now you're going to take these and you're going to transition. And we'll talk about that in the next video. Questions? Let me know.